All right. So online tools, tips and tricks. I love using these online tools. I don't know. Does anybody use any online systems? If you want to throw that in the chat. Mint used to be a popular one. Unfortunately, they shut down last December. There's Monarch Money. There's Simplify. Some people like YNAB or You Need a Budget. Okay, we have Quicken. What are some other ones? Empower is another one. But basically, what they do, you you log into your accounts that has bank level security, so it's secure. But you log into your accounts, it pulls in all the transaction data, and then it pre-categorizes things for you. So I'd say about 95% of the time, the categories are correct. That 5% you do have to go in and do a little bit of cleanup. So like if you use Amazon for groceries, but it counts it as shopping, you might have to change that to groceries. Or Target. Target's a big one for kind of those split transactions. Costco, right? So things like that you might have to clean up. I see some people still use spreadsheets. Honestly, because I'm a budget nerd, I also use a spreadsheet, but I find I find that for people that don't love crunching numbers, these tools make it so much better. But yeah, so you'll link into these tools. It pre-categorizes everything for you, and then here you're just sort of seeing the category as line by line. What the system does is it'll actually show you trends from month to month. They'll say like, okay, here's your highest spend category, which was typically it's your mortgage. Next might be dining out, then groceries, then maybe insurances, so on and so forth. So when we go through to look at what those trends are, if we're like, wow, we did not realize that we were spending that much in those categories, that's where we could come here and set budgets, right? So my job as a planner is never to judge anybody, just to help identify trends and point them out. As you're going through this process, I would ease you to do the same. So don't be harsh on yourself, right? When you're looking back at trends, don't sit there and be like, dang, I can't believe I spent that much money here. It's good to have those thoughts, but then just take that, put a positive twist on it, and set the budgets. So here, for example, you can see, I'm just going to pick restaurants, right? Like if your planned budget was $100 and then your actual is 40 for the month, it tells you that you have 60 left. So it makes budgeting easier because you're just basically opening the app or logging into the website. It tells you how much you have left to spend, so you're not there trying to figure it out or do some mental calculations and you forgot about the other 5 times that you ate out. And it helps keep you honest, because how many of us, myself included, it's like, okay, well, I really should cook at home tonight, but eating out sounds so much better. Like my budget will be fine if it's in that extra $10, and before you know it, those $10 here and there really starts to add up. One tip here though, if you are going to use a budgeting tool, or just like in your life, even if you're doing the screenshots, I'm sorry, the spreadsheets, I would only pick 2 or 3 categories that you're watching for your budget. Like rent, we know what rent is every month. Don't make that a budget category, right? Utilities, they are what they are. Don't make that a budget category. Things like restaurants, shopping, dining out, entertainment, those are things that are a little bit more discretionary that tend to ebb and flow and suck our money away. So I would set 2 or 3 of those as a category max, because that's going to help you be more intentional without getting overwhelmed. All right. So I'm not associated with any of these. These are just 2 that I like. If you wanted to sign up for a tool, Monarch Money is offering 30% off if you pay for the year with the code WELCOME. If you like Simplify, it's a little bit cheaper. I think by like $3 a month. Don't quote me on that. But they're offering 40% off. There wasn't a code. It was just when I looked at the website, it said 40% off if you sign up. So if you're interested in doing either of those, you can do that. I will say, if you've heard of Empower, it's good for a trend overview. If you're just looking to understand the cash flow trends, they do not have the budget capability. So if you're really wanting this as a budget tool, I would stick with one of these.